Departing from the city of Iquitos, a 45-minute boat ride, followed by a motor taxi transfer that leads to a 3-hour hike, will land you here. A camp used by the indigenous Matses people in the middle of the rainforest. This is the journey that members of the organisation Akate have embarked on today to check in with a family they've been working with for years.
The mission of Akate Amazon Conservation is to conserve the rainforest in partnership with the true guardians of the rainforest, the indigenous peoples.
Of the 2 million indigenous people that live in the Amazon, the Matses number about 2,200, with most residing in Peru and some also in Brazil. Since first making peaceful contact with the outside world in 1969, to this day they strive to maintain much of their self-sufficient livelihoods.
The Matses live in a way that is truly sustainable. So they have farming practices, hunting practices, fishing practices, construction practices, but those do not degrade or destroy the ecosystems.
William Park believes that this intrinsic connection to the forest is vital to protecting it from the increasing threats of deforestation, illegal logging and encroachment on Matses' ancestral lands.
The preservation of indigenous cultures is really the key to durable conservation solutions.
Zoologist turned linguist David Fleck has been conducting biological research in the Amazon for 30 years.
The Matses have been my guides and my teachers for much of my work, but what I know about the ecology of the rainforest is nothing compared to what the Matses elders know.
The concern is that their traditional knowledge is gradually fading among younger generations. One of Akate's first initiatives was to publish books written in the Matse language with illustrations and artwork created by an indigenous artist.
Abimbo nare kumpa naren suinte pos nare suntzaros naren kumpan sabes quesos que quintanti dibuja wakin tane bukiaron ravi kin.
Soon after the books were introduced, David Fleck says that mobile phones started to become popular in the community too, so they also began developing educational apps.
And that worked very well because the kids like to see things in their language. And that's also important because it gives the Matses a feeling that their culture is not somehow outside of the modern technology, but is compatible with it.
Working closely with the Matse elders, they've developed 8 apps thus far, which are distributed via micro SD chips.
It's incredibly important for conservation and for the Matses peoples themselves to maintain that linkage of the intergenerational transmission of ecological knowledge and their entire culture. So the vision of Akate and also the Matses is not to exclude any type of technology, but to take the best parts of the technology and then incorporate it into their culture to use for their own benefit.